So, Vanni, excellent win. You talked about the pressure coming into this game. You had to get the win. You looked very happy at the final whistle there.
Yeah, of course. I look happy for a million reasons, and of course the win is the reason why we were happy. The second thing is that I think we played very well. They had a couple of big chances, but we had more chances than them. I think we've been the better team on the field. And also I'm very happy that the protagonists of the win have been the guys that came off the bench to remind everyone that the group is the leader. So Cody made the great save as soon as he came inside, and Lucas and Toss combining for the goal. So it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So I'm very happy.
We talked a lot about switching to four at the back, and we saw it in play. It seemed to work really well. What was your thoughts on it?
I think that it was very good. I call it the 3.5 because we are 4 when we defend, but as soon as we attack, Ryan goes number 10, and Javain gets high to become a wing back. So when we attack, it's the same like we always done. But this today gave us I would say, more stability. I think we had to find our way in the first 20-25 minutes. Ryan and Sebastian, they were still thinking that they were defending with, sorry, not Ryan, Rusty and Sebastian, they were thinking that they were still defending with a number 10 in front of them, so they were too low. But now the number 10 is not there, so there's only the 2 strikers and then the midfielders, so the midfielders need to be a little higher. And when we adjust that, the pressure from Brian and Daber could be much more, I would say, efficient, and we've been much better from them.
How is Thomas doing right now, and what was your thoughts on that play where he got injured?
I don't know. He has a little bit of I don't know how do you call it, the splinter. No, splinter, and we'll see. Of course, if he's gonna do it. Let's say like this. Finally, we have an half and half call in our favor. So we don't say no. We win because we deserve to win. And 75 times in our history we had a half and half call against us. So when we have an half and half call in favor of us, we're still in credit.
This time, Toss gets the goal.
Yeah.
It counts. You guys get the win. In terms of magnitude, how big is this win just to get you guys off of that losing skid and doing something positive?
Of course, it's really big because we were losing, and and then we have this bunch of games at home. We have a game in 2 days and a half, basically, and very important game because with no, I don't know what you say in English. In Italy we say with no appeal. So either we win or not, so we need to. I think it was very good to give them a boost of confidence and to try to face this next game well. But the most important thing is 3 points, and even the results on the other teams in these 2 weeks, we had 8 points. After Austin, we were 8 points behind. Maybe we are 6 points behind tonight. So it's already, and we are a game in hand. So what can you ask for?
So Vanni, obviously you guys conceded the penalty in the first half. Thomas Asal came up huge with the save. What does that do for your club?
It does a lot in the sense of Thomas is a very good goalkeeper, but of course from you guys, from the fans and everything, you have this big thing. Okay, but we had Max last year, and it can be very heavy for a young guy starting, and came up very strong, and he has our of course trust and confidence to be our number one. But to show everyone else also that he can be the guy who make us win games, not only a guy that is a good goalkeeper, he plays. And because of course, if we concede the goal, even if we didn't deserve to be down, then the whole game changed. And so I think it's a huge part of the victory today. To our goalkeepers, plural, because Cody too, when he came on, it was very good.
Can you talk about the importance of Ryan Gaul to the attack? Because it felt like he was really the engine of the attack today.
Yeah, Ryan Gould is our best player, so that's pure and simple. This new position this change in this tactics, we also we created in a way to make him even more effective, because he defends on the right side in a 4-4-2, and when we attack, he cuts and he becomes the number 10. So it's harder, at least we think it's harder, for the other team to lock a number 6 against him, to lock a center back against him, and he can maybe enjoy more space in these in-between zones. I think he did very well. Unfortunately, he had that knock at the end of the first half with O'Neill. Being a hard Scottish guy, he went through for the second half. We'll see if he needs a couple of days rest of this knock or not. But Ryan is an important player for us for sure.
So would the 4 at the back be the plan going forward?
I think at least for the short term, yes. Long term, when we'll have new players that we already signed, so Kubas, Marchins, and we'll see if we can go to the full back 3. But it's a good thing that we can do 2 different things, because maybe we have games where we think that the back 3 is the best option. Maybe we have games that think that I call it 3.5. Sorry, I don't like to call it back 4, and because it's not, and so it's because if back 4 is always back 4, even if you attack with a back 4. So, and so it's we'll see. But with Valor and San Jose, we're gonna play like this.
Second half, Javain Brown was really getting forward a lot more.
Yeah.
Was that a tactical switch you made at halftime?
No, it wasn't a tactical switch that made, because in this system, Javain, as soon as we win the ball, he becomes a midfielder. So we switch. So Eric and Ranko and Jake are the 3 defenders. So we have also the ball-playing centre back like Eric on the right that he can play, and Javain needs to be a wing-back. The problem in the first half is that our pressure wasn't that good. So we won the ball a lot of time very low, and there was no time to make the switch and make Javain becoming a midfielder when we have the ball. In the second half, space get a little bit bigger. Javain did a very good job. I think we needed to do a better job in finalizing the crosses. I think we had like, 1,200,000 crosses today, and we didn't score. And but at least we went in those areas and we crossed and we created chances from there.
Looking ahead to Wednesday, spoke to Phil yesterday. He said the pressure's all on you guys for that one.
It's true.
How do you see that game playing out? Do you think Valor's going to come and have a real go at you, or is it going to be a team that you need to break down?
Of course, yeah. I'm being very clear. Wednesday is the most important game of the year so far. Why? Because if we lose, we are out of the Canadian Championship. That is a competition that we want to try to win. It's a competition that it's like would say we have to win in 4 games, not 34 like the MLS. And we enter the competition, and we have to be honest in a way that we are the big guy. We are not the underdog, because CPL, of course, because of budget and everything. We need to have extreme respect of Valor and go with all our guns there and try to win this game, because the last 2 years, well, not 3 years actually, the last two Canadian Championship campaign has been very disappointed for the club, and we need also to change that. And I'm also looking forward to see Phil Tuesday night for a glass of wine.
So I guess I almost jumped the gun there, but following up on what Michael said, how important, I guess, was it against you speak of the Canadian Championship, Toronto obviously going to be one of the other big guns in that tournament. How important was getting a win against them ahead of this Valor game?
Yeah, good. It was really important, I think, for the big picture. For the Canadian Championship, not being Toronto per se, I think that Toronto, if we face against Toronto at the end of July in the Canadian Championship, is not going to be this team. It's going to be so we know that they have a lot of injury, they have trouble. We know that they already bought big players. They will buy maybe new players. So I think it's not because we beat Toronto. Today could have been any other MLS team. It's a huge boost of confidence for us.
And Coach, I see you're wearing the Home is Vancouver
Yes.
shirt there. You got a run of games at home. You were able to, sing with the crowd tonight. How important was that for you guys to kick off this run of games at home and provide 3 points and a win for the home Vancouver
I think
crowd?
is massively important. That's the reason why I asked our marketing team, because I saw this on our online shop, to bring it today to the game, because I think that everything that we've done since I became the coach, it's based on our performance at home. And when we're at home, we really feel at home. We are a different team. We are a team that really goes on top on the opponents. It really, I would say, the fans really feed us on the pitch at being better. So I'm really happy that we're gonna have next 3 games with the home advantage, because I know that it's gonna be a huge help for us to perform well.
Awesome. Next, Coach.
It was early enough for your family to watch in Italy. What did they say after the win?
My dad is always critical. He say, "Yeah, you won, but you could have done better." Okay, come on, Dad, give me a break. But I'm happy that I won. I say to the players before the game that the way that we should have played today, it's like a bunch of mothers, because mothers cares, mothers fight for their kids. Mothers, they're tough when they need to be tough. So I'm really happy that they show on the field that we played like a bunch of mothers, like the best mother, that is my mom. So Mama, buona festa della mamma. I'm very happy that she saw the game.
Thanks for sharing.